As I've said previously, this muzzleloader build gave us a lot of insight into the world of modern-day gunsmithing, even if it was with an antique firearm. To begin with, it taught a lot of us that patience is key when creating or even modifying any sort of firearm, as I saw several posts about people who tried to rush steps in the process and ended up suffering and having to go back and do it again, or in the worst case, ordering new pieces to completely redo the project parts. I also learned that a lot of the other trades apply to gunsmithing as well. For example, a good woodworker will be able to create very elegant stocks that look very good and come out nice no matter what, while a good metal worker could probably do very good work on barrels. Another thing that I learned is that even though it's not required, expensive equipment will greatly help a gunsmith, as in every profession, but will not make the gun itself. That is in the hands of the craftsman and not the tool. Inletting is a very useful process that we learn that will be applicable on modern day firearms, as bolts need inlet into stocks as well as other types of actions that need to be inlet into a myriad of different materials. This might change slightly depending on the material. However, it should not be too much different than what was originally learned with this build. The stock work and shaping that we also participated in is another very crucial skill that a modern day gunsmith should have, as any custom rifle is going to be needed to fit and shape the client that the gunsmith is servicing. This includes maybe building up the comb or changing the foot, or maybe it's putting in some custom recoil pads that require the stock to be tapered in on them. Drilling barrel tangs and even bedding the barrel was very useful, though the barrel was already pre-drilled out to fit almost perfectly into the channel, so most will still need more practice with that, as it didn't really give us a whole lot of doing that ourselves. A few differences came from crowning the barrel, because with muzzle loaders the crown does not matter and is not as important as much as if you were building a precision 6.5 Creedmoor target rifle. The crown would obviously have to be a lot more precise and have used the special tool instead of a 25mm ballpoint. With these few examples out of the way, I would like to go over what I would really like to apply to my personal rifle to ensure that it performs better, at least to my standards. Firstly, I would like to apply more coats of linseed oil to it to achieve the sort of shine that you see on a lot of classic rifles, but I did not want to apply lacquer and get the tacky feeling that so often accompanies it. So I've been linseed oiling my stock every single day and will continue to every single day for a month in combination with waxing it to ensure that it builds up not only a protective surface but also a beautiful one. Another process that I'm going to undergo is shaping the stock so that it fits my hand perfectly and carving in a hand grip to the pistol grip section, and maybe throwing some checkering onto the forend as well, all to increase the handling of the rifle itself. This will come in handy for what I want to use it for, which is big game hunting short range seasons that we have here in Wyoming, as so often you only get a quick shot, and I want every possible advantage in that situation. In conclusion, I thought this project was absolutely magnificent, and a lot of the stuff we did applied to modern day firearms, including patience, hard work, working well, and using the right tools for the job.